Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing two fragrances from two different houses, but they're kind of related, Mansera and Montale. Okay, so first episode I'm gonna do a Montale fragrance, which I got a sample of a few days back, I think about last week or so, or perhaps before that. So I've been testing it, but today I'm gonna review it. So it's gonna be official sample review, which I have. It's a 2 ml sample of Montale Starry Nights. So I'm a little bit confused as of Fragrantica reads it's a Starry Night, and the fragrance, the sample, it says Starry Nights. Okay, so I don't know what the bottle says, but it sounds better with the Montale Starry Nights. You know, it sounds like a Starry Nights, the song. You know, I love the song. This fragrance basically was, I think, yesterday or something. One of the brothers in the community said, I want to know your opinion on this fragrance because this is very popular in our region. I forgot to take note where he's from. Is it Philippines or Caribbeans? I don't want to guess, but wherever he is from, I'm doing this, dedicating the video to you, brother. Let's see what I feel about this. So I was telling you about Montale, Mansera and Montale. They are sister concerns from Paris, like French house, and they are both niche houses. So one is the sister concern or cousin concern of each other, and they're related. Many of the Mansera and Montales you'll find they're very similar. Okay, but in general, I don't own any Montales because I do not like their tin can presentation, which I reviewed few. I'll leave link below, but those are my friends' bottles. I love Mansera because Mansera sort of gives this premium glass bottles with 120 ml, with sometimes screw-on cap or sometimes magnetic cap, which are much more luxurious. And for some reasons, in Bangladesh, Manseras are cheaper than Montale, which I find astonishing because I don't like tin can presentation. Only one I did not mind is Dior Sauvage, but still the cool spray sort of like makes it okay because the sprayer is really good. But that's not something we should debate about. Let's see how the Montale Starry Nights is. So this was basically a purchase I got from one of the pages in Bangladesh. Brother Khalid, he was selling me this. I bought 4 samples, so I have 2 remaining, which I'm going to review today. That's how that looks. Thankfully, they give you 2 ml. 2 ml is a lot of juice for testing a perfume. Okay, and the thing is, this one comes with a sprayer. Another good thing, I really like it. The thing is, you see the bottles in the background. These are the kind of bottles Montales give you if you've never seen one. Okay, if they are the tin can bottles with a stopper, just like let's say stoppers are like kind of what Spice Bomb, you know, some of the other bottles, Lamal, but they have different coloration. They have a lot of fragrance under their belt. The thing is, they do not put the notes. Okay, I'm gonna guess the notes. I did not check. This one is EDP concentration. So I already pre-sprayed this on the paper, and I can smell it. So thing is, this fragrance got compared to kind of few fragrances I think I saw last time on Fragrantica. One of them supposedly was Accento by Zerjov. Okay, Sospiro line, like before it used to be called Sospiro. Another fragrance people compared with in the comment section, I saw Layton. And then some people say this smells like very old 90s fragrance, you know, it reminds him of, but he cannot exactly remember what it was. Last comment I read was this fragrance remind people of fragrance counters, like, you know, those generic fragrance counters, they don't have any names or something. I think that's what he meant, or she, that you go by the counter of perfumey smell and you smell this kind of DNA like that counter. It comes from the counter, from all the fountains or the bottles they have or the testers they have. So I'll let you know what I feel about it. So when I smell this, let me do a fresh spray because it's the dry down. Let's see, the sprayers on these are very good. I really like Amouage, these ones. They are like 2 ml, very, very good amount for you to thoroughly test a perfume before committing to a full bottle. Okay, let's just go. They are very good sprayers as well. I do not like depth samples, you know, like many others. I'm pretty sure you're gonna feel the same way. Depth samples are kind of, you know, you have to take out and you have to put it, create like a pond. Little would come out, a lot of juice will come out. But the spray, when you spray on the skin, I'm spraying on the paper by the way, because I'm wearing something on my hand. When you spray, it gives you the best, you know, application. It sort of like hits your skin or the paper, and sort of like, you know, what I'm trying to say, like give you the best possible application. That's what I'm trying to say. So when I spray this first time, I feel there is a nice bit of sweetness in there. Somewhere in the background I can detect some sort of rose. That's the not the first thing that I noticed, but I noticed something fruity, something fresh, sweet, musky, maybe powdery vanilla, and then backed up by some sort of fruits. Okay, it could be grapefruit, it could be like don't know, peach, some sort of fruit is in there, you know. So it's kind of like, think of I also get this vibe of like a something white like coconut, but it's not coconut, I'm pretty sure about that. But it smells like a very light hearted gourmand, which Montals, you know, like, let me hold this here without the sample. Just give me a second. Yeah, something was bothering me. Let me restart. I'm sorry about the pause. Okay, so this one, Montal, on most part, I reviewed quite a few ones like the Oud, like Oud Mazing. What else did I do? Many Montals that I reviewed, I noticed they are supremely sweet, supremely loud, and some of the fragrances are too unwearable. They are like so loud, I cannot wear them. I don't want to wear them. But Oud Mazing was the one I really found the perfect balance of sweetness and loudness. I feel like Oud Mazing was the best so far I smelled from this house. But Montal does draw inspiration from some of the fragrances like Tuscan Leather. I think that is one that I reviewed. But Tuscan Leather inspired one. I think it was Arabian Horse. I forgot the name. Bengal something, a Bengal Tiger or something. I forgot. But this one feels like I smelled this DNA before. The rosy, the fruity, sweet, but not syrupy. It's kind of like a fluffy sweetness, which is kind of fresh. It's a nice little balance between fresh and sweet. The thing is, like, the fragrance does last quite fair bit, but not as much as some of the oud ones. Okay, so red oud or some of the other oud ones from Mansera Montals, they are much more potent than this. This fragrance feels like perfect for summer, springs, autumn, spring at the same time, right? Yeah, and then autumn and fall, I think, the same time. Sorry, spring is the rainy season. Yeah. So think of this transition period. I love that period, like when warmer weather goes into colder months. This is perfect for that. You can wear this in the summertime, but it'll be a bit too sweet. I think this is more sweet than fresh. I don't detect anything fresh from it, but that the rose definitely I smelled before, like, let's say something like a rose that is Turkish rose. Okay, something that's been used in what's the fragrance, PDM, Delina. Yeah, they have some rose like that delicate, like a delight, sort of like a dessert kind of item. I like it, you know, it's like, it's nice. But I tell you one thing, negatives and positives. Negatives are this fragrance seems not very focused on what it wants to be. It's a nice perfume like Mansera Velvet Vanilla. Nice fragrance, but it smells like almost nothing, you know. Like some of the fragrances, they're like not really inspired. You can see it doesn't have like a very original inspiration. That's what I felt about it. Doesn't have anything original, but it smells nice. I told you Accento, I definitely feel the vibe of Accento in this, like pineapple, apple, green apple sort of. You can see it's like a nice maybe black currant or something peach, some sweetness in there, and it's getting sweeter over time. At first it was a bit citrusy, and then also it's getting a little bit fruity, sweet, delicate rose, and then kind of like backed up by that. I think the vanilla is giving me vibes of kind of like coconutty, kind of tropical. So kind of like a suntan lotion, but not too coconutty. Okay, so it's a sweet, kind of like on the more the feminine side, you know. Yeah, it definitely is like Herba Pura, Accento. It has this kind of like a base of sweetness of vanilla. This is where it's heading. So all in all, it's like a fragrance. Doesn't really feel very inspiring, but it's not bad. It's not, doesn't have quite a very expensive vibe. At the same time, doesn't have very cheap vibe. It's like a designer fragrance, which is well done. Okay, so I feel this fragrance, women will love this a lot, because yeah, men would also love it, but women first, category of people who love this is women, because women like this kind of sweet, powdery kind of like fragrance, which has a nice little powderiness on the skin. This one has a little bit of powderiness, and this one will last quite a fair bit. I can tell you 6-7 hours easy. Projection on this, I think it's not the strong point. This one will project like, let's say, 1.5 hours. After that will come close to the skin, which will be very enjoyable. Still people can smell it from 4 to 5 feet. But projection longevity, I'll give this like 8.5 out of 10. Uniqueness, I would give it like a 2 out of 10. Doesn't feel very unique. But I like the melange of fruits. It's like a fruit basket up top with that whipped cream. Now I'm getting whipped cream. Oh man, it's changing. Yeah, my own skin and paper is different. You know, on my skin, I got mostly that rose and some sort of like a pineapple. Now it's getting like Accento, powdery, kind of sugary, you know. So if you like sweet fragrance, if you do not mind some sort of pink rose that is Turkish, like not very jammy rose, you can try this, okay? And I think it's a very nice perfume. If you are like a fragrance lover that looking for something wearable, nice, sweet, romantic, and you have a sweet tooth, but not diabetic sweet. This is a edible sweet. This is a 7 out of 10 kind of sweetness, okay? So overall, this fragrance is a very nice one. Just the originality lacks a little bit, but performance is good. And I think it's more wearable. Montale, they have released. I think I don't know when it was released, but it's a nice one. I might consider buying this if I want something like it, you know? So overall, this fragrance, the smell wise, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Nice little smell. Definitely the fruity vibe really works with that gourmandy, almost like milky sweetness, but it doesn't really choke you. That's what I really like about it. And there's nothing screechy or nothing artificial alcoholic about it, okay? So in that way, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10, despite not being original, but I like the way it smells, and the performance is very, very good. Check it out, Starry Nights by Montale. 8 out of 10. 8 or 8.5? I said 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's 8 out of 10. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and time to move on to the second review, which is a Mansur one. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.